Will today be the day that Newcastle United return to the Premier League? Hello and welcome back to Curb FM, and today it is the end of season special where surely our promotion will be sealed. We are 7 points clear. We only need 6 points to confirm promotion, and that's if Norwich and Brentford win all their games, and that's probably not going to happen. So in the last episode, I'm assuming you were there, we won 3-1 both times, once against Sheffield Wednesday and once against Leeds, and that has put us in prime position to be promoted. And with 2 wins needed and 4 games to go, I'm pretty confident. But we wanted to get it done as early as possible, so we're going to go for the win today. If you saw the last episode, you'll know the attacking formation I've been using recently just to get the early goals. And we're going to use that again, but we've got 2 changes to the team sheet. We're bringing on Johnson and Loftus-Cheek in the centre of midfield to rest Shelvey and Diame. But we're going with Gale and Wilson and Perez at the front three as usual. Lazar, Lascelles and Bemba and Jenkinson makes up a unchanged defence, and Sells remains in goal. And we are at half time, and literally there wasn't a highlight in that first half. I'm going to say I wasn't happy just because I didn't get to see anything. And we're going to rest Perez and bring on Matt Ritchie and tell him we have faith or something along those lines. And we're going to put him as a shadow striker. Let's try and nab a goal. It's worth noting that Norwich are beating Preston and Brentford appear to be winning. Yeah, they're beating Barnsley 2-0. And Loftus-Cheek gets forward to Johnson now. Gale cuts into the box, crosses it, but doesn't find anyone. Now Ipswich are looking to get us on the counter. Lawrence shoots and he scored. Oh no. And Brentford are 3-0 up now, and Norwich are winning still 1-0. And again, we've gone quickly to the end of the game with no highlights, and it looks like Ipswich are getting a red card. And Norwich are now winning 3-0. Barnsley are losing 4-1 to Brentford. Can we get a late goal to equalise? Jenkinson scores. Come on, that's what we need. A point will do. And that puts us well on our way. I'll take a point. Let's be honest. We're still going attacking. We have been the whole game. And we've set our intentions. We need to score. And can we score again? Wilson. Loftus-Cheek over to Lazar. And it's gone out for a throw-in. And it ends 1-1 away from home to Ipswich. Isn't bad. Let's say we're unlucky. So now we're going to go straight into the Preston game, who lost 4-0 to Norwich last time. And hopefully we can do the same. Brentford played earlier on in the day at 12:15 and they beat QPR 2-1. So they're putting the pressure back on us. They are 2 points behind us now. Yeah, Norwich play Brighton and they are currently 8th. So that won't be an easy game for them. And we're just going to revert our team back to what I feel is our best one. So we've just swapped Diame in and Shelvey in, and we left everything else the same. And we're going to go attacking once more. And we're 2 minutes in and we've got a highlight, and Shelvey out to Jenkinson. In the box to Gale, hits the bar. And now Preston with the corner into Johnson. And Gallagher looks for the cross, and Shelvey, can we hit them on the counter? Over to Wilson, can Wilson score? Saved by Maxwell. Jenkinson to Diame. Ayoze, can he shoot? And it's gone wide. Norwich are in the lead as well. So pressure's back on. We need a win here. And we're going to try and get this goal now with Diame to Perez. Shelvey to Anita. Now Ayoze Perez finds Jenkinson. Can he put in one of his crosses? Diame. And it's all blocked by Preston. And now they look to hit us on the counter. And it's straight to the keeper. Blackburn have equalised at Wolves. So it looks like they're out of the race if that continues to be the result there. Diame over to Gale. Can he score now? Finally, and it's in. Puts us in the lead. 85 points, 5 points ahead, even with Norwich winning. So as it stands, we only need one more win out of the remaining 2 games. That's if it stays how it is. And now we've got a corner, and it's nothing comes from it. Shelvey into Gale, 2-0. Alright, now we're going to just calm it down a little bit. we're going to go back onto control. We're going to slow the tempo down and look for the overlap off. And we're also going to change Chancellor Mbemba to Kieran Clark. He's been moaning about not playing much, so we're going to give him the chance now. And rest Mbemba for the remainder of the game. And we've been dominating 19 shots to 2. 61% possession. And we've got another chance. Perez to Wilson. Cuts inside. Oh, what a finish. It didn't look like that was going in. Thought the keeper was getting it. But it's squeezed into the bottom corner. It's a great finish. Let's watch that again. Perez finds Wilson. He turns his man and it just rolls into the bottom corner, hits the post and goes in. What a goal. And we're half time. I'm going to say we're pleased. And let's just go out for the second half. Now Preston looking to get forward and we've got it back. And so have they. Over to Robinson, but he couldn't get it through. And it looks like they're going to score. Robinson, oh, it's a great save by Sells and he gets the rebound, picks it up. He's doing well there. And time is ticking by now. We're approaching the 80th minute. And Norwich have gone 2-0 up as time ticks away. And now we're at the 89th minute. It's 2-1 Norwich now. We know the Brentford result. It's just down to Brighton to pip Norwich at the post of their game. And it's over the bar from a strange, I don't know if that was a cross, strange effort. And it's full time. And I'm going to say we were pleased. Keep morale high. Dwight Gale with the man of the match. 3-0 at St James's Park. The Norwich game ended 3-1. They scored in the 92nd minute as well to seal their win. And it's not over just yet. And we've put Preston in the relegation zone as well. Here we are on the Saturday, 12 o'clock. Brentford play Fulham today away. So anything but a win for them should confirm promotion for us. I'm pretty sure it will. So let's just see how they get on. And it says there Newcastle have been promoted. And I think we've done it. Come on. Yes, come on. Newcastle promoted to the Premier League. And we have 44 million to spend. 1.7 million per week on wage. So what we spend at the minute. So we've got about an extra 600,000 a week to spend on wages. Been praised by the faithful, by the board and by Shay Given getting involved as well. What's he doing? He's not very good. We still need to do the job to confirm the championship title. So let's go into the Cardiff game. I think they're currently 21st. Yeah, they are 21st. So we're going to go in with our strong team. Let's just get into it. In fact, I shouldn't have started Gale. He's got 76. It come up saying he's got blisters earlier. Oh well. He'll be fine. We'll take him off after 15 minutes or so. Let's try and get an early goal. In fact, we're going to take Dwight Gale straight off. We'll bring on Gary Hooper and tell him we have faith. And Hooper with the free kick. Wilson, Lascelles, Anita now finds Hooper. Can he score? No, it looks like Cardiff are on the attack. Shelby picks it up though to Hooper into Wilson. Come on. It's an assist from the man stepping in place of Dwight Gale. And Wilson, hopefully that helps him become the top goal scorer in the league for the season. It would be a nice touch. And now we're on the attack with Iosi Perez to Hooper. Through to Perez. Now Anita looks for Hooper. Now Wilson. And now Jenkinson wins the ball back into our half. And Diame scores with a long range goal from outside the box. And Jenkinson wins it in our half, high up. And he does well to get the assist there. Could have been offside. And now Cardiff looking for a goal. Pozzo, is that his name? He scores 2-1. We've got a guard against complacency. And Lascelles looks stressed out. I'm going to tell him that I'm pleased. And he looks happy now. And let's just get into the second half. We'll keep the team as it is. And Norwich are losing to Leeds. So no matter what happens in this game, if it stays the way it is, we've won the league regardless. So the pressure's off. Hooper, Perez, 3-1. And apparently we're on an 11-game unbeaten run. It's just come up at the bottom. And Perez with a first time hit. Great goal there. And Jenkinson again, bursting forward on the wings. Perez, Wilson, scores again. And I don't think I'm going to do the last game if we win it here. I'll play it off camera and then update you after. But Lambert scores. I just realised we're still attacking. Norwich have equalised. And now John into Ricky Lambert. Hoylett. Oh no. Oh no. Right, let's go off attacking now. Didn't even realise we were still on it. We're going to drop Perez there. And bring on Kieran Clark. Put Lascelles in the middle. Clark on the left. And we're going to bring on Hanley for Mbemba as well because he's on a yellow. We don't want to risk anything. And let's check the instructions as well. We're going to go on to counter. Sit deeper. Much higher tempo. Pump the ball into the box. Turn overlap off. Go route one. Clear it when we get the chance. Let's win this league. And we are in the very last second of the game. And it's over. Come on, and we've won the league. Thank God. I really didn't think it was going to happen. We were on the brink of the sack. 10 games ago? But we sorted it out. We sorted morale out. And the lads have done the job. Perez with the man of the match again. Really, really pleased with him this season. And we've clinched the championship title. And Norwich secure a playoff place. And the Newcastle board are happy. And are we in favoured personnel? And we are. Come on. Decent. We've made it. Hopefully we become an icon or a legend and get a stadium. We'll see. And I'm just going to play the Barnsley game. Why not? But Diame has injured himself for a couple of weeks. So we're going to bring on Gunnarsson instead. And Hayden's going to go onto the bench for Loftus-Cheek. And Bradley Johnson actually is going to start instead of Gunnarsson. And Gunnarsson's going to go onto the bench. But apart from that, everything remains the same. And Dwight Gale has been injured 4 minutes in. Potential foot injury. So we're going to bring on Hooper instead. Potentially could be his last game. Because I'm thinking of using Adam Armstrong next season, and one of the strikers will need to leave in his place. It's going to be either Mitrovic or Hooper leaving. So that'll be a decision for the summer. But while I'm saying this, we've got a corner and out to Anita, finds the cross. No, he can't get it into the box. And it looks like we're playing against former Newcastle player Sammy Amiobi as well. We sold him for 1.5 million earlier on in the season. And looks like nothing's happening in this first half. And yep, we're at the break. And I'm going to say that I'm not pleased. We want to end on a high. And we've got a corner. Anita into Lascelles. Wilson. Shelvey. It's a goal. Come on. And it looks like Norwich are going to be getting promoted as it stands there, winning 3-1. And we're dominating the game. Let's just try and sit back a little bit now. We're going to take Perez off. We're going to put Shelvey in the middle on an attacking playmaker. And Gunnarsson's coming on maybe for his last game as well on support, box to box. And we're going to leave everything else the same apart from the instructions where we're going to go to counter now. And we're going to pump ball into the box, get it forward as soon as possible, as soon as we win it back for the counter attack. And let's go. And it looks like nothing else is going to happen unless they can score here, and Sells catches it. And surely it's over. With 7 points advantage over Norwich at the end of the season. Jamal Lascelles once again man of the match. We've seen that a lot. Norwich went up. Brentford could not, despite their win, get promotion in the end. They came close. A late burst from them. But it didn't happen. So let's check who got top scorer. And Wilson got it. Come on. And we're going to see our league stats for the players. Most appearances, Matt Sells and James Wilson with 46 appearances. One of James Wilson's was a sub though. And he's easily our top goal scorer. Dwight Gale in second. And perhaps could have even got more than him had he had started more. The most assists goes to Ayoze Perez, so he's just as vital really as Wilson. We've got 13 from Wilson and 11 from Gale, 5 from Jenkinson and Shelvey. The most player of the matches is Ayoze Perez with 7, 5 for Lascelles, 4 for Gale and Wilson, 3 for Anita. Pass completion, John Joe Shelvey and Diame with that. And Loftus-Cheek not far off, as well as Bradley Johnson and Anita. And the best tackler in the team has actually been Chris Cohen. Lazar's done really well as well at that left back's position. And the best average rating goes to Carl Jenkinson, the new signing, at Perez in second, Lazar in third. And a few notable players at the top there as well. So a good season overall, I think. We've got some work to do in the summer. And we've got some end of year awards coming in. So fans player of the season is Carl Jenkinson. Goal of the season is Bradley Johnson. So that'll be one of his screamers that was shown earlier in the season. Signing of the season, Carl Jenkinson. And young player of the season is Ayoze Perez. And no surprise really to the best 11. Maybe Bradley Johnson wouldn't have been there had Diame not been injured, but fair enough, he earns his spot. And the board are pleased. The only thing is they're disappointed with the lack of young first team players, but I really just needed to add some experience to the team, if anything. There's 2 new signings from the youth intake that I should show you. We've got Chris Jones, right back. His stats are already going up. 15 years old, great potential. Hopefully we can get him involved in the first team at some point. And the same with Simon Carter, who is also, he's a left and right midfield. Hopefully we can retrain him into one of the central positions. We've got Steve Butler, a striker and winger and attacking centre midfielder as well. So he should be good in the future. And finally we've got Matty Parnaby, another right back. He's quality as well. Adam Armstrong had a great season away at Barnsley. He's going to be back and involved. And Naki Penna, the keeper we bought from Barcelona, he actually appeared in the FA Cup and got a decent rating. We'll see how he does next season in the under-23s. And we've also got some other youngsters to keep an eye on, but we're not going to go through all of them. And the most shirt sales goes to John Joe Shelvey. Second is Gale, Diame, Ritchie and Wilson following. So we're finally, after loads of simming, at the Championship Awards. The playoffs have finished and the awards have been handed out. And Ayoze Perez has been named as the Player of the Year in the entire Championship. Wilson wins the Championship Golden Boot. And Young Player of the Year also. And Goal of the Season goes to Alan Judge. Second place is Bradley Johnson. And the Team of the Year, we have Lascelles, Anita, Perez and Wilson all involved. And the winners of the playoffs were Huddersfield, who ended up finishing in 6th. So the most unlikely of the 4 got promoted in the end. And also Tottenham beat Bournemouth in the FA Cup final. And finally, the last thing we're going to look at is the relegations from the Premier League. And somehow Sunderland have remained in the Premier League, which is good because next season we're going to see a Tyne Weir derby. And they were literally bottom of the league last time I looked. It was about 35 games in last time I checked. And Burnley, Middlesbrough and Hull fall into the Championship to replace the promoted Newcastle, Norwich and Huddersfield. So hopefully you've enjoyed this season and the series so far. And if you are enjoying it and you're looking forward to next season, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more Football Manager 2017 content. And until next time, peace.